Okay, there weren't too many videos up on awnings, so we just had these two installed. So we had two 15-foot awnings installed rather than one 30-foot awning. My wife and I felt like it was smarter in case something goes with the motor. We have two separate motors. We have two separate awnings. If something rips, it's not like the whole awning ripped. We could replace part. So anyway, this is made by the Aristocrat company. There was not much on the internet or not much on YouTube about it. Came with this remote control, and it can open both awnings. So I guess they're radio waves, so this can work inside or outside. I'll show you in a second. They did need electric, and the suggestion is to not have them hardwired into your house. I put an outlet. I ran an outlet from my basement up to here, a GFCI outlet. And what I actually did, these things can match your house. So our house is stained cedar, this stuff. So the awning housing is sandstone color, which is similar to these Anderson windows over here. You can get it in white, you can get it in sandstone. I think it came in something else also. Now, the one issue we had was the cord. First of all, it was too short. It was only 12 feet. And second of all, it was snow white. It was this. And if you have a brown or tan awning bracket, you don't want a bright white thing hanging down. So I actually spliced in an indoor-outdoor rated extension cord, which is this thing. It's the same 16 gauge wire as the awning, or 18, whatever. I used a splice meant for like a submersible pump, so it should be good. It's weatherproof, even though it'll maybe get a little bit rain on it. And I also I did two splices. I spliced it back in here because the power plug that came with the awning was actually very low profile, so I didn't want it sticking out. I wanted to keep the cover on that GFCI outdoor outlet. So anyway, that's why I have white there. And I tried to cover over the white with some tape and kind of shove it up and in there. So anyway, they come in different projections. So this thing is 15 feet wide, each one. By the projection, our deck is 12 feet. So we wanted one that would cover. And a lot of them were 11 foot 1 inch. And that would take us to like right here, which is no good. So we got these things, I think are Aristocrat Manor. Again, it's almost like the bed industry where you have, everything has a different name depending on which place you go to. We had a guy from the company, he sold only Aristocrat awnings, but it's not the Manor, it's something else that he sells. So I have a feeling it's almost like your bed industry where they're all a little bit different. All right, so I'll just, without too much more talking, so the remote control, the motor is made by Somfy, S-O-M-F-Y, which I believe is a standard motor company for these things. And from what I understand, they're not that reliable, but we'll see. This thing's a couple of weeks old. Oh, the reason they say not to hardwire it is because to program the motor, you have to like plug it in, unplug it, plug it in, like do it 2 or 3 times. So unless you have each one of these on its own circuit breaker where you can pop the breaker on, off, on, off, on, off for the programming, my suggestion is plug them in. All right, so this one can do multiple awnings. So you push this lower button and it gives you like awning. This is zone 1. So what you do is you just go down and then you put it to zone 2 and go down. So right now they're both going independently. I could set it so that zone 3 will be both together, but there's really no reason to do that. So I just want to show you kind of how it works. These are cassette based, so the whole thing goes into a cassette when it's done. There's a ledger board that was they cut into the house. They installed a ledger board. They installed this fascia in front, and then the awning goes on that. So it's actually pretty weatherproof, and they put some flashing up too. So they did a good job. I mean, I'm all over that. I just wanted to make sure they weren't just going to bolt it to the house. All right, so our installer set it to go out as far as we wanted. We wanted it just to cover the, it didn't have to go out to full. I think this goes to 13 feet 2 inches. and that's it. All right, so that's what we got. It covers most of our deck over here. Gives us nice shade. And there's 1,000 different colors you could choose from. You can change the angle of the projection. You know, so this goes down further. I'm pretty tall, so I wanted to make sure this wasn't going to be anywhere near my head, and it's not. And that's it. So again, Aristocrat Awning Company, and we got 2 of them. This is kind of how they go, like this. All right, so that's it. Any questions, feel free to shoot me a comment. Thanks for watching.